Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, as well as career and finances. You'll find the link to my Patreon listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? Okay, we have the guidance card, okay? We have the guidance energy here, followed by the magician energy. So here we have an energy of a person. This is a significant mother figure. Somebody who played a motherly role in terms of who they deemed themselves to be in your reality. The title that was given to them was mother. This woman, this mother figure, at this time, she's not in a good place. At this time, everything around her seems to be falling apart. Not just everything around her physically, but within her as well, she is falling apart. So this is mentally, this is physically, this is spiritually, and this is emotionally falling apart. She's going through a very significant change, very significant shift of reality at this time. Meaning, I am seeing here, I'm channeling here, this woman, she is paying her dues. This woman, she is at a point of life where there is no running away. There is no turning a blind eye to consequence. At this time, the spirit of consequence hovers over this woman's life. Hence, everything is falling apart, including herself. Everything. So here we have the King of Swords. The energies present are Virgo energy, Gemini energy, double Aquarius energy, double Gemini energy, and Libra energy. Actually, I'm seeing triple Gemini energy as well as Taurus energy here. So with that being said, here is the narrative for the message. Here is the energy with regards to this mother figure, this mother energy. This woman, this person here, they feel like life has become ruthless. Life has become uncalled for. The spirit of consequence is enabling whiplash within this woman's reality and within herself. She feels significant pain. She's going through significant trauma at this time. And that is because I am seeing here that for a very long time, there is evil and wicked, as well as manipulation, as well as ways, things, words that this woman harvested and weaponized to cause trauma within your reality, to cause heartache within your life and within yourself. At a certain point in time, even though it wasn't your intention to be in this energy, but you were vulnerable to this woman. I see that God purposely wanted to use you within this woman's life to prove a point, to set the record straight. You were not who this woman deemed you to be. Whether it was her actions that deemed you to be a specific somebody, whether it was her words that deemed you to be a specific somebody, whether it was the way, her ways that deemed you to be a specific somebody. God planted that illusion for years, even decades. Take it how it resonates. However, this woman, the whiplash energy is based on every single thing that she's ever done to you. Every single thing that she's ever said to you in vain, in evil, in wicked energy. She's paying for it. Hence, life seems so ruthless, so uncalled for all of a sudden. It's not all of a sudden. It's divine intervention at play. It's judgment time for this person here. It's hard for her to keep going. It's hard for her to still believe. How full circle is that for somebody that wanted you in that energy or put you in that energy? How full circle is it that the one that supposedly had control, power, and authority now is stripped of any control, power, and authority that she ever had, not within just your life, but in hers. That's serious karma to me. I hear this woman saying, life is not fair. I don't deserve this. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. It's hard. It's hard. It's painful. I'm burdened. No. It's yet to be hard. It's yet to be painful. It's yet to be burdensome for this person here. Because the energy in which she sent out to the world when she manifested this reality unto you, making you live the life that you lived for so long, all of that, with interest, multiplied by her karmic debt and what she owes and what she needs to pay up. Oh, there is no pity party to be thrown for someone who is true to receive what they put out. We all receive what we put out. That's why our words shouldn't be just spoken and uttered and said as if it's nothing. Words are intentions, and intentions manifest. Oh, she won't be this. Oh, he won't be that. Who are you to dictate who will be what and who won't be what? How about you watch your life and let them be who they are? Because push comes to shove, God says, no, actually, let me succeed him, and enable what you thought you knew. Oh, she won't be this, she won't be that. To be nothing. All of that you said will be nothing because I said so, God says. God don't play. When the time comes, we have the Knights of Pentacles, we have double Taurus energy, we do have Capricorn energy, and we have double Virgo energy as well. God doesn't play with anybody, not even you, not even his own. If you are out of line, if you are ungrateful, if you are merely lost, there's a difference between, the fact that there's a lot of energy surrounding this woman and you, where you were told how to be, how to approach this situation, what to think, what to feel, by people who didn't live in that same reality or live it the way you did. And for a long time, it's either you were vulnerable to what was being pushed onto you, or you stood in your power eventually. But regardless, now I see you are entering a season where your word is law in your life. And whoever it is that objectifies has to go, or has to create, you have to create a boundary between you and that individual. Because when I say God doesn't play, God doesn't play. It's going to get to a point where now this woman, it's like things are going to start happening here, and you're going to be called. You're going to be spoken to. You're going to hear that, see that, know that about what's happening. And it's going to need you to stand in your power, because now when I say karmic debt is due, God says, when I say the enemy will not remain in authority, in power, in control, God says. And when God strips the enemy of whatever it is they thought they knew and whoever it is they thought they were, it's consequential to everyone around that person. Now, the very same person, which is you, who was put in a position to suffer because of this woman's demons, that same person, which is this woman, is now going to need your help. She's dying. She's fallen ill. There's no money for bread. I don't have a place to rest. Life is not stable for me. My mental health and emotional health and spiritual health and mental health is declining. I will be afraid if I were you to help that woman. You made it out, barely made it out even. Why go back? If you were left in her shoes, she wouldn't give a damn. So why care? And back to the fact that a snake will shed its skin, but that doesn't change that it's a snake. And back to the fact that those who refuse to see the snake for who the snake is and want to infiltrate your mind and your emotions, your heart, right? To make you believe something that is untrue about this mother figure, this woman here, this person, they need to go, or you need to set a boundary, because you shouldn't be moving at the voice of anyone else outside of your own and God and your spirit guides, your ancestors. Let that be the guide, not others who are as blind as this person, because they clearly are manipulated too. They clearly are manipulated by this person to not see, or they choosing not to see this woman for the snake that she is. And she is more than just a snake. This is no human being. This is an animal of a person here. Something is seriously, has always been seriously wrong with this woman here. You were never destined for the same fate. You weren't meant to be mentally sick, emotionally sick, or unstable. You weren't meant to be spiritually sick or unstable. You weren't meant to be physically sick and unstable. Just because of a title or a mother doesn't mean we share destiny. Just because you're my blood, it doesn't mean I can't drop you like you hot Cheetos or something. If it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, if it's not in alignment with your peace, don't ever open up the door for it. I don't give a damn who says what. Your voice matters. Your voice shall be your law. You shouldn't be dictated. You shouldn't be told. You shouldn't be convinced and persuaded. You stand in what you know, what you've been through. You stand in your feelings. You stand in your thoughts, in your truth, which is based on the truth, not the illusion that you always were fed by the snake, by this mother figure, by this woman. And with that being said, we have the death. We have death here. You're going to be receiving calls, beloved. A lot of things are going to start happening to this person here, to this woman, to this mother figure. Temperance. We have Scorpio energy. We have Sagittarius energy as well. It's like I see you being in the forefront of it all, where now everybody's going to be dependent on your move or your word in order for something, in order for someone to be saved. This is about this mother figure, this woman, this person here. They outcasted you like some form of pariah, some form of black sheep. They almost broke you. And now they need you. It's you they're calling now, when you were the one whose voice didn't even matter. when you are the one who stood amongst all these people and tried to get your point across and you were not seen. It isn't on you, even though they are going to make it seem like that. They've already placed so many illusions in your reality. This is just one of them. Do not ever fall for anything that is said and done by these people. Whatever energy they spewed out, TikTok, because at the end of the day, it was bound to happen anyway. And what if you had not made it to where you are? What if you had not made it out of this woman's belly of the beast? Would they still be able to even pick up that phone and dial whatever number belongs to you? Would you even be of existence in terms of your physical being alive, in terms of your emotional being able to do life, in terms of your mental being sane, in terms of your spiritual being awakened? If all of those channels of your vessel, channels of your existence were switched off, and the only frequency you were aligned with was the one they wanted to place you in, if you turned out the way this woman said and deemed you to be, would she still be in the position to even call you? Because like I said, it was bound to happen anyway. So let her be a big girl, put a big panties on, a big pants on, and deal with it. And give yourself a round of applause for dealing with it, because you dealt with it. And now, back to that ass, back to sender. God says. I'm being called to end this message here. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time, and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, as well as career and finances. You'll find the link to my Patreon listed in my description box below. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.